As we're doing...
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
As we were doing before, we're just outlining all the stuff that's on Dulce. Do you need to sneeze? Okay. Okay. So, like, be aware that your partner is, like, a human being. And talk to them. Like, be like, okay, I'm going to get in your eye here. That way they know that this is happening. You want to get on the upper part. Ladies, you know highlighting is important. Highlighting, you want to get all those nice features. Right now, she's going to... I've had people say, oh, they look like cats right now. But a lot of this is going to be blended in. All of it's going to be blended in, actually. So, remember, you want as much as possible. Get around. Now, these are the fine lines that we were practicing in class the other day. Fine lines as you go. You want to get up and down, underneath. All of that stuff. I'm going to get right underneath your eye. Get in there. Just around. And these are thicker lines here. There's a lot of detail on this. There's thinner lines here. On here. And here. Here. Okay, so the only other thing I forgot was her lips, because your lips are going to start to pucker. So really quickly, before we move on, I'm going to go back to the character shadow, and I'm going to get her lips. Very, very fine lines. These are short and fine. You want to just get a little bit on her lips. Right there. Remember, you're only doing half the face. And then you're going to go back to the ultralight. Remember to clean your brush. That way you're not putting other people's germs on there. Short, small lines like that to make it look like the puckering is happening. And check your work. Make sure that you got all of the lines, all of the outlines, and everything that she needs for this. Remember to clean as you go. Make sure that everything's nice and clean, that you're not getting anybody else's stuff on anyone. Okay, and then you're going to take your wedge sponge again, and this is where the blending starts. Okay, so you want to make sure that everything's blended. Just kind of tapping at the skin as you go. Tap, 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 tap. Tap and pull a little bit. Not too much. Just enough. And remember, if you need to kind of step away from what you're doing to kind of see how it looks, because sometimes you're there for too long and you're just like, oh my god, this looks like a huge mess, and you know, when you step away from it, you'll notice, oh, hey, it's actually coming along okay. So if you need to, like, take a moment to just kind of step away from everything and look at it, that way it's not becoming one huge blur. Okay, I'm going to get your nose area. Remember, you have to get right up in there sometimes, so personal space as a makeup artist does not work. Okay, I'm going to get on your eye now. Remember to talk to the person that you're doing this to. You still have to apply other things to her. Oh. You want to keep everything a little thick. Remember, you're going to be putting, and brush your teeth too, because you're going to be right up in them, and hopefully you don't have bad breath. It's going to be an uncomfortable hour for everybody. show tunes going through my head right now. There we go. So let's see, I'm just blending. It's going to take a little bit. Remember that you don't want to pull off everything you did. You just kind of want to make it look more, less like makeup and more like it's part of the face. Now usually I would go all the way down to the collar and everything if I was actually doing this, but remember you're only doing the face. You're only doing half of the face actually. So you're not doing that. Okay, so now I've got all of that. It's blended. Step away from it, look at it, make sure that it looks okay, that it's not clumpy in some places and not in others. And then I need to get her with eyeliner and blush because we want her to look like a pretty old lady. Okay, so I'm going to get your eyeliner here and talk to the person, make sure they know what you're doing. Don't just stick a brush in their eye. Okay, look up. For some reason, it's easier for me to do this on other people, not myself. No, I can do it on myself. It's just, I find it easier sometimes to do it on other people. Alright, and cleaning the brush. And then we're going to get some blush. Now, for Dulce's skin tone, for the blush, you want to use Fresh Coral. For darker skin tone, you're going to want to go with the Dark Tech for the rouge or blush. But we don't want her to look like she's a little China doll either, so we're going to do this. And we're just, again, you're going to go a little darker with women, not so much with the men. Getting that. Pushing that off. Taking the wedge sponge, blending that in. I already got a little bit of ultralight in the corner of her eye, so I'm not going to be applying that. But now we need to powder her off. So I'm powdering her off. A lot of powder there. Don't use that much powder. That's way too much. But you're just going to kind of get it in there. Remember that the powder is going to, I'm going to get your eye, is going to deaden a lot of the color. And then you're just going to, once everything's powdered off and you've let it set for like a second, then you can kind of do that. There we go. And there is Dulce's old age makeup. So that she looks like an old person from far, far away. But not really close up. But when the lights are on her and everything is kind of far away, then she'll look like an old person. And that's old age makeup. So if you have any questions, let me know, and just follow the steps. And I know I did that really fast, but take your time and you'll be fine. All right?